not taken. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Allen going to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, Parker, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Allen now on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Throwing is Allen on third. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is Cook with the ground. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Cook. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis from 3 yards out. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Here's Ekeler to begin the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Ekeler again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, here's Ekeler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll run for it with Ekeler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop it for a loss of 4. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Herbert. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Oh, just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Allen from the gun on third down. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on first down, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Fielded at the 33. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. 56. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be met at about the 43. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now it's Herbert. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. On fourth down, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A handoff, it's Eckler, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A gain of 32 that time.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
To the air, Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch him off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That second down play nets a -4. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And now here's another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A tackle made by J.T. Woods.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running on tackle with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides.